Alright, it's 9:05 a.m. We got a game in 55 minutes. And it might be, it could be, it should be, it might be the finale. So let's prep some Dungeons and Dragons. Yesterday I snuck on my day off from my day job, and I did about 2 hours of prep for this campaign. So I don't really have any mechanical prep to do for the game. Coffee. But what I do have that needs to be done is cleaning things up a little bit, and then the epilogue. And the epilogue. So, where do I even begin? Where do I even begin? Alright. One of the things that I wanted to clean up on this server, and it's kind of silly to do this with only 2 sessions left, is at one point my buddy Red joined as a GM. I think it was Red. It might have been Dom helping me troubleshoot something, or you know what? It could have been a guest. No, you know what? I think it was a person from Foundry, VTT, the Forge VTT that logged in. Anyways, they were generated an account, and I want to remove that account so that it stops registering like everything as, excuse me, they're an owner of them. The issue is when I'm looking at it, I already removed this account, but their ownership over stuff is still lingering. So that's why this bar at the bottom of the screen has all these guys listed as clickable, and that's why you'll see that there's like a blue dot next to every possible person, because there's a person on this thing called Game Master, and even though they're disabled, they're just still there. They're still showing up, which is just really sad. So I'm gonna dig under the hood real quick, and I think I found them. They are listed as a Foundry user, not a Forge player. So I'm gonna go ahead and trash all those people real quick, and hopefully that doesn't mess anything up in the game. I may have to restart the game. We'll see. To get rid of those other users. There we go. But that was something that I wanted to fix. That's been kind of sitting there in the background for a while. Alright. Close. So, let me leave and come back. Hopefully we hop back in without too many issues. We should probably also make these hands targetable. Alright. One of the things that I wanted to work on also was epilogues. I wanted to work on some epilogues. The thing about epilogues is I remember playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I was pretty into the game. I was pretty invested. It's definitely one of my favorite games of all time. And when I beat the game, there was this kind of like sad feeling like it was over. You know, because that's how you feel sometimes when you finish a really great story. You're like, ah, the story's over. And then they gave me like an epilogue for every character in the game to be like, listen, man, you worked hard. It's over. This is what's going to happen to these people. So it wasn't all for nothing. They don't just cease to exist because the game is over. They'll go on. You know, they'll go on to do other things and be other things and see other things. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. So, yeah, I definitely want that to be a thing that I continue to do in my games. Because the first game that I used that on, I think, was Storm King's Thunder. and it led to some very fun and beautiful moments. And then we just continued to use that for all of my games. And one of the games that I ran, I didn't do that in, and they were like really upset about it. This was an in-person game. They knew that I was a big fan of Epilogues and stuff. But I just was like, and so our story ends, and then I started like packing up my stuff, and they were like, wait, what about the epilogues? So yeah, they've kind of become like an important part of the storytelling process, at least for me. Looks like we're dead in the water here, so hold on a sec. I had a little bit of trouble loading up the server before the stream started. So I think I'm taking my chances here trying to restart it, but we'll see. Yeah. So anyways, this campaign has been a lot more action movie, a lot more in your face beatdowns. There's been 6 main characters, 7 if you count the Beastmaster's Lion. We've got a couple of people that swapped characters in and out throughout the story. So the main cast has been pretty big, and unlike a lot of my other games, there hasn't been a lot of like NPC recruitment or even NPC interactions, because overall I've got 6 players that are all pretty chatty, and they like to roleplay. And you know, when there's 6 people that all want to roleplay, that's not a lot of camera time, right? There's not a lot of time in the spotlight to go around. And I want to make sure in a game like this that I'm not like taking that time away from them by having NPCs constantly jumping in and talking and chatting and stuff like that. In a lot of my other games, there was a bigger focus, I think, on NPC. This game, narratively, fun game, a very unfair game for sure, but I think I run a pretty fun game. But I think that the best thing that I bring to the table is good NPCs. And so if I'm running a campaign where there's not a lot of NPC interactions, there's not a lot of chances to interact with NPCs, it's just kind of like one crazy combat situation after another, I just feel like it's not as strong. This also had a very old school, detached villain kind of arc to it. Like, all of the big bads were like, they had nothing to do with the party, right? They were off in the background doing their stuff. Like, Azar Cool, that they're going to meet tonight, he's the main BBEG. They've never seen him. They've never met him. They've only heard his name. There's no relationship between them and him. You could argue that there is a relationship between them in so much as they have seen his works and impact in the world, and he has felt their work and resistance in the world. So, in a way, they know each other already, but they don't know each other at all. In some of my other games, there is like, you know the bad guy, right? You know the bad guy. Even in Storm King's Thunder, and this is slight spoilers, but I won't go into detail. Even in Storm King's Thunder, you knew the bad guy, and the bad guy knew you, like very early on. Like very early on. You interacted with them, and they interacted with you, and they were aware of you very early on in the campaign. And there was sort of this cat and mouse trying to discover sort of aspect to it. And I felt like with Red Hand, there was always like, the main bad guys were always kind of in the shadows a bit. Now, one could argue that Azar Cool isn't the main bad guy. It has always been the Sanguine King, or in the traditional Raw, Tiamat. But I've run too much Tiamat content. I can't do any more Tiamat content, so that's why we reskin this. So, you could argue that they knew about him pretty early on, and now they've been working against him the whole time. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm curious what kind of stuff we will come up with as we go to write these things. Now, you can see right away the bottom of the screen, or maybe you can't. because my resolution is so small. But there used to be NPCs all the way across the screen, and now there's not, because since I went and removed that user, that like phantom user, they no longer have ownership over all of our stuff here, which is really good. Okay, so let's see. Do we do a fresh document for the epilogues, or do we just stuff everything in here? We'll just stuff everything in here. All right. So let's go to here. This is a good spot for epilogues. All right. Not to be confused with prologues, which are like a different thing. All right. We use magical checklist for these bad boys, and I guess we will just look for NPCs and write them down. All right. So, man, there's a lot of people they probably don't give a shit about, but here we go. Let's see. Tredora Goldenbrow. Okay. Then we got Lars Ulverth. And then we've got Lord Jarmath, who didn't get assassinated, which is pretty good. Alright, then we got Lady Varasa Call. I can't believe I bothered statting all these people out. I've really got to stop being such a tryhard. I claim that Pathfinder 2 is going to be my Lazy Boy arc, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be my Lazy Boy arc or not. Alright, Warkelna. So there are a lot of NPCs in this campaign. Maybe not an Odyssey level of NPCs, but... Alright, Org and Dobby. Alright. Notice that we never saw this asshole again, Bloodlord Koth, the Bugbear. Maybe we should throw his ass in there. He escaped. Yeah, let me do that before we forget. Come on, Koth. I forgot all about you, son. Alright, we'll give you and Yethhound. There we go. So you and you. Let's go down to the Fane of Blood. No! Where'd you put my Fane of Blood? Son of a bitch. Alright, here we go. Going to the Fane Runes. Here, you can help protect the final area. There you go. Alright, where'd your Yethhound end up? Did I not copy it over? Alright. So, let's see. We'll get rid of this. And this. This. Go in here. Keep deleting his shit. There we go. We'll give this sweet boy a long rest. Awesome. Alright. And... Alright. Bloodlord Koth. Cool. Can't forget about him. Alright, let's go back and see if we forgot anyone else important. Well, he's not that important, but you know what I mean. Alright. Let's see. Queen Solaria Starsinger. Nice. Okay. Then we've got Gina Slicktrigger. We should probably just grab the entire B team document. That would be smart. So let's see. Red Hand of Doom B team. Alright. They don't have a particularly large B team. And that's okay. Notepad. Paste in this table I copied to deformat it. Go back over here and paste. Alright. Thanlin Vanderbilt's body. There we go. Rafina, Morgan Dobby are on there twice. Good for them. Alright. Gerard and Minette, and there we go. Alright, sweet. Let's see. Karkaland is dead. So we need to worry about her. Horse named Donkey is dead. That guy's dead. I don't know who this litigious commoner is, but we'll get rid of her. Jor, the ranger. And his doggos. Okay. Let's see. Mina from the inn? Sure. Let's see. Nora Whiston. Let's see. Yormel. Don't need this person anymore. Jarrett. Oops. Let's see. Jarrett. Winter's Wind. Let's see. Brother Durney. Alright. I was pretty sure Moreland Colhewer died. Nah. I keep typing in the window and using hotkeys. I hope I'm not breaking anything. This is probably why I've just been copy-pasting like this. Let's see. Pretty sure he's dead. Alright. Let's see. Guy, Osric Hammerfast, who's now King Osric Hammerfast. Alright. What else we got? Killian Arrowswift. He was supposed to be a recruitable, but nobody recruited him. Mezik's dead. Alright. I should probably just delete all the dead people. I don't know. Mela the Crafty. Alright. Brother Journey. Guy. We don't need these Stormcrows anymore. Guess we don't need Mezek anymore. We don't need Moreland anymore. Sortiran the Wise. Alright. Throw him in there. Okay. Bone Tholomule is very much dead, question mark. He probably just returned to the Fey Realm. Alright. Returned to Shadow Fey. Alright. Let's see. That's everybody I see here. Get all these fucking dwarves out of here. Alright. We could probably ditch this Hydra now. It just looks really cool in the bottom corner. I don't know. I'll probably just leave it. The Ghost Lord. We could probably put his mini down over here. There we go. Let's see. Okay. Rygen's not a cool dude anymore. He's a weird man. So we'll swap that out. Let's see. Where would that be under now? Rygen. There we go. Boop. Oh no, Rygen, you changed again. Alright. Reincarnation's a real son of a bitch. Okay. Alright. Let's see. We could probably get rid of Karkalan at this point. Move this cutie down here. And that cutie. There we go. Oh, Kellen Shadowbanks? He didn't really get to do much. We didn't really have a party rogue, so... Alright. Sweet. So all of that is good. Thalen's Ghost up there in the top left corner. Fantastic. Eh. We could probably just bring him down here. To be with Donkey. Alright. Let's see. Did that get rid of it? Sweet. Alright. Let's see. So that covers all of those peeps. Let's see. Let's hop back in and see what else we've got. Active players, they've already been moved to all of the different maps. Companion characters, we've already covered. PC polymorphs, player characters. Let's see. Pokemons. I think we've covered all that. Alright. We could probably drag a Radriar out. Toss him right here. Okay. And let's get rid of this. Amongst the dwarves, was there any other dwarves that they would care about that would be noteworthy? I guess if they ask, otherwise it's not really that big a deal. I mean, who's not going to be curious about Darlin Fulcrag, possibly the greatest dwarven name of all time? Alright. I don't think anybody else matters here. Bandits. Baby Toadstool. Yeah. Baby Toadstool never got to do anything cool. So, Rafina Duskfate and Baby Toadstool. Let's see. Mercenary, Sportsman Host, Walklenaw's already covered. The remaining Bandits. Okay. Surviving Bandits. Julia, sister, and Joel, nephew. Alright, and let's see. It's just a good refresher for what the hell's going on. We never got to use or see the Red Hand of Doom War Rhinoceroses. Well, that's a fucking shame. Oh well. Alright. Ragnar, the Revenant Ranger. Man, that never came up. Ethios, the Unyielding. Alright, should probably deal with that. Alright. Let's see. Unspeakable Horror and their Whistler forms. Cool. Never had to use those. Elves. Pumpkin Spice. Sure. We'll find out what happened to Pumpkin Spice. Alright. Let's see. Slayer Starsinger. What about the Witch? The Witch doesn't get addressed. Let's see. Bloodlord Ulwai. She's dead. The Ghost Lord. Kaluri Rawls, the Ghost Lord. Probably want to know what happens to him. Okay. Swamp Witch, for lack of a better name. Okay. Let's see. The Giants. Meh. Gobs and Bugbears, Hobgoblins. I think everybody here's dead. The Altoon. Alright. We got some Umberhulks. Alright. Dira Sparrowheart. Doubt anybody cares what she's up to, but she is the leader of the Goliaths. Alright. Let's see. Is there anyone else interesting here? NPC's Major, Brindle, Alandri, the Creo-Sphinx. I think she would go up with Emerstal the Red. Alright. And then we got Drellin's Ferry. I don't know if they want to ask about all these motherfuckers or not. They never even met Tharma. Winter's Wind, Saturn the Run, more fun, killing Shadowbanks, Draw the Ranger. Gendar didn't really play much of a role. Jarrett is covered. Jarrett North. Let's see. Jarrett. Oh, it's two T's, one R. Nurth. There we go. Gosler. Oh yeah, probably want to know what happened to Gosler. Delora, probably not. Captain Sarana Anita. Okay. So yeah, there were a lot of fucking NPCs. Ben Sterl, Avarthel. Avarthel played a bit of a role. Okay. In the early game. Let's see. Anybody from Rest we need to hear about? Regiorix. Yeah, sure. Regiorix. And then Rest Heroes, Undead, Build Folder, Chapter 1, Red Caps, nothing to see here. Azar Cool, Eldritch Cannon, Rust Monster, Azar Cool, Baroth, Julia Abandon, she's dead. That'd be in the Abandon section. Let's see. Wait, how many Julias are there? Oh well, whatever. I thought his sister's name was Julia. Julia's the mom? Let me check. We got 28 minutes. Let's see. Kathy was his mom. Alright. So we can't have two Julia Abandons. So this one will be Kathy Abandon. There we go. Alright. Kathy. Mom really did die of fear. Alright. Let's see. Let's keep going. Dwarven tankers, they didn't have to fight those. That's good. Dwarf. Scroll. Alright. Mirror Maiden. She didn't play much of an active role, but we'll throw her in there. Let's see. Avarthel. Scrolling down some more. Okay. Iron Golems, Vampires. Dilirian the Emptiness. Okay. Alright. Chandra. Chandra, the Swamp Witch. Where the fuck did I put Swamp Witch at? There we go. Ooh, don't check it off. We didn't do it yet. Chandra, Swamp Witch. Alright. And let's see. Poor Jake. Him died. Put Jake out there. Let's see. Ravens, Griffins. John Fletcher didn't get needed. Endis, you're not even in this fucking campaign. Fire Elemental, Handmaiden, Helmed Horror, Maria, Donnie Salami, and Not Tony. Okay. So we'll put other flumps. Maria, Donnie Salami, and Not Tony. Alright. Wow. I think that is fucking everybody. Who is this? Harkekara, Dawn of Death of Aman. Sounds awesome. He doesn't really have any abilities. I don't know where he came from or why he's here. He's a mystery to me. That's strange. All right. Anyways, so that's our list. Jesus Christ, of people that they might want to hear about at the end of the campaign. Maybe we're full of ourselves. I don't know. We'll see. So, epilogues. I think we should sort it into B team. And then we should also sort it into Drellin's Ferry. Not Dreelin's Ferry. Drellin's Ferry. There we go. And maybe Brindle. Okay. And that's a good start. So let me grab some peeps that we know are from one particular place. And then we'll have another column, I guess, called Miscellaneous. Oh, we should do Witchwood. Witchwood and Black Fens. Alright. Let's see. We'll add New Jack Lizard Folk. Just as a general statement, I guess, because they really didn't get to know any of them in particular. Alright. So, that would be these guys up here. This is all B team. So grab these guys. X. Paste them up under B team. There we go. Alright. Nora Whiston, Mina from the Inn, and Jor. Alright. So these guys are all from Drellin's Ferry. There we go. Ugh. I got an eyelash in my fucking eye. Let's see. Avarthel would be up here with Drellin's Ferry. Alright. Let's see. I don't think Regirix is a B team, so we'd put her under Red Hand of Doom. If they cared about Red Hand of Doom people. Oh yeah, that one, that one Gerblin escaped. Where is he? Bloodlord, Hravik Karn, Bloodlord, Sarvith, Arcane Archer. Yeah, I think he would have just fucked off, honestly. To the north. So there. Oops. Fucked off to the Northlands. Found a dope Winterwolf to beast heart up with. Okay. Let's see. Rygen, Gina, Braun Bronson, Umegs, Esha, Tendal, Little Tony. They would all be on the B team. There we go. And then I guess we need a category for dwarves. So Hammerfast. Maybe. I think the only dwarf I have on there is like King Osric and Darlin Fulcrag, but you know, keep it regional, I guess. Oh, Mezik, yeah. He's up there with the lizard folk. Let's see. Which would... Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Pumpkin Spice. She would also be up here. And then Chandra would be up there as well. Ethios the Unyielding most assuredly is a miscellaneous. Bone Thalamule is definitely a miscellaneous. Mellow the Crafty is miscellaneous. Goliath Leader for sure, miscellaneous. Because they didn't really get involved over there. Sertiran and Kellen, you guys would be up in Drone's Ferry. There we go. And Daughter. There we go. Surviving Bandits. That'd fall under miscellaneous. Other flumps for sure. Dilerian, Mirror Maiden. Alright. Yeah, I think all of these would just be miscellaneous. Okay. So, punch those up here. Delete. Delete. And delete all these. There we go. So, nicely sorted out. We will check them off as we go. I'm going to give it a quick once over. If I have an idea for it, I'll write it out. It's going to, of course, be based on what the party says, because, you know, the story's fucking over at this point. So, if they think that a particular NPC did a particular thing with their character, I mean, I guess that's what happens. So, you know, we'll make it happen. Let's see. Alright, any other messages coming in before the game starts? Doesn't look like. Alright, cool. So, Thanlin's body, if they don't do anything, is put to rest with a hero's pyre. The ashes to be placed within a tomb similar in grandeur to the Restarian heroes of old. That's lovely. Sasha intends to stay with... Yeah, she'll stay with Layla. Tends to stay with Layla for better or for worse. Alright, Rafina and Baby Toadstool. Let's see. Rafina continues to travel, no longer content to stay hidden from the world. As Baby Toadstool grows, he becomes her stalwart guardian, protecting her as she endeavors to protect those in need. Oh, that's wonderful. Wergen Dobby. Let's see. Wergen Dobby become local legends. Hunters. Monster hunters for hire. For hire. Up and down. Do we ever get a name for this fucking road? I don't even think we have a name for this road. The old road? That sounds right. Old road. Oh, fuck you. Ah! Alright. The old road. There we go. Jocelyn Colehewer returns to Drellin's Ferry to rebuild and continue her father's legacy. Alright, Gerard Minette. With the war ended, the pair finally can continue their exploration of the world's finest and most unusual cuisines. That's all they wanted in the first place. Raijin uses his new form to elevate his diplomatic efforts and skills to unforeseen heights. Never forgets where he came from, and frequently lobbies and petitions in favor of lizard folk tribes throughout the known lands. That's wonderful. Gina Slicktrigger. Alright. Returns to Denevar laden with ideas and promise. Goes on to start her own firearms and explosives business. Remains good, I wouldn't say friends, business partners with Barnabas. Alright, Bronson. Okay. Celebrated hero of Brindle. He becomes second in command of the Lion Knights, and using his experience with the Claws, starts a group of highly skilled I don't want to call them super knights, but special operations knights to handle some of the more dangerous and unusual dangers, or threats, there we go, that arise. Alright, Umeg Stormsteel. Umeg Stormsteel confronts his past. Let's see. Acknowledges Aragorn as his bastard son and heir. Nope, we're just hitting hotkeys in fucking Foundry again. Confronts his past. Admits to Aragorn that he is his father, and now, with his name restored, offers to formalize their bloodline. Returns home to counsel the new king. Alright. Asha Snowgift. Let's see. Asha Snowgift is assigned, along with her partner, the duty of traveling the Vale to be the new king's eyes and ears above ground and abroad. Alright. Little Tony. So let's see. Little Tony starts a church to Xenu in the city of Brindle. It is wildly successful. Okay. Good morning, Crash. Kick some ass today. Oh, thank you, Orf. I'm just working on some prologues, hopefully not jacking up my game by randomly hitting hotkeys instead of typing into the right window. But I only got 10 minutes left, so I don't know if I'm going to get all of these done. I'll probably just have to bullshit the rest of them Jor, the ranger, and his doggos live happily ever after. Mina from the inn finally finds love, settles down, and starts her own inn. In the town of Naman Gap. Alright, Nora Whiston is re-elected leader of Drellin's Ferry and oversees its reconstruction. Lovely. Here we go. A statue is created. Wait, no. A second painting is made of this great leader. But for some reason, there is still a woman breastfeeding in the background. Alright. Eormel, despite his assistance to the cause, his earlier acts of treason and treachery still stand and are not forgiven. He spends many years in prison. Though, when released, he begins to build his merchant empire once again. Jarrett Nerth. Okay. Wanted for many crimes and murders. Jarrett and Northwind quietly leave the Vale. Alright. Is it Northwind or is it Winter's Wind? Let me check. Winter's Wind. Alright. So we'll just take Winter's Wind, put that up there. Alright. Gosler. Okay. Hailed and celebrated for his sacrifices and heroism during the evacuation and the war. Gosler receives a hefty anonymous donation to rebuild and reopen his famous brewery. Alright, Captain Serana Anita. Let's see. Alright, so she laughs less and spends most of her time in solitude. But this brave warrior, knighted by Lord Jarmath, returns home to protect those who would rebuild Drellin's Ferry. Alright, Brother Journey oversees the reconstruction of Pelor's Chapel in Drellin's Ferry. The day the work is finished, he dies in his sleep. a half-eaten sweet roll in his hands. It's beautiful. All right, well, that's all we have time for. I guess I'll just bullshit the rest of them as we go. But it's time to go run this game. So, this might be the last session. This is kind of like what we had to do with Prime. This might be the last session. If not, 2 weeks from now, we will have the second half of the finale and the wrap party. If this is the last session tonight, then we will have the wrap party 2 weeks from now to celebrate the campaign ending. So we'll see what happens. Other announcements. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Solasta from about 6 p.m. Eastern till whenever. Tomorrow morning, Curse of Strahd Daybreak, Dinner with Strahd. Tomorrow night, Mythic Odyssey, Island of Gold. Monday night, we're going to do 2 hours of Alkenstar prep. Tuesday night, we got Pathfinder Abomination Vaults, and Dom's running Cyberpunk Red. Wednesday night, nothing's going on. Thursday night, nothing's going on. Friday night, nothing's going on. Saturday, nothing's going on because I'm going on vacation. And then that's the week. That's the week coming up. So, I hope everybody enjoys this Saturday. If you'd like to watch the game, Lexeus22 is going to be streaming it. Otherwise, the VOD will be up on Friday. So, I will see you all next time.